What is up? Happy Easter, everybody.
Word.
Hey, Geppetto's Lab. Frank, first in the house.
First in the house. He's always the first in the house.
Right? Yeah, usually. It's usually pretty close.
Hey, Frank. The Renegade Hexa will live again. 4S Renegade Hexa. I got another frame. Jack sent me another frame. So, what's up, demons? How you doing, buddy? Everybody's hanging out. I love it. Demons, man, isn't it like bedtime for you or wake up time for you or something? Man, I was last time I was having a conversation with demons at his hours. It was like 4 a.m. for me. It was amazing.
I know he's up taking his morning poo and watching us on his celly.
Right? Yeah, he's got those red marks on his knees from his elbows.
Well, I don't get those because I'm old and I have to hold my phone like this far away to be able to see it.
What's up, Jeff Poole? How you doing, buddy? Spooner FPV in
the house.
We've got I know Jeff's got a couple of videos that just came out that are kind of fun, and he's gonna be doing. I know he's gonna be playing with the Skya because he just got it. So.
Oh, I'm sure.
So yeah. What's up? Matt's spot on. Damn.
I just saw that.
Just finished charging packs going for a long distance flight. Yeah, you were mentioning something about that, man. That's gonna be awesome. But yeah, so we're just tonight's a short night, guys. We're just hanging out. It's Easter. We're doing our thing. I've been up with the kiddos and Allie since the wee hours of the morning. So we're getting to that point. But yeah, we're going to still do a Q&A. I'm probably going to work on a few things, or at least organize to work on some things tomorrow. I fixed the skull after my crash. Oh, yeah. So, you know how there's the telemetry wire or the ground and the wire? What's up, Wes? How you doing?
Hey.
So cool in the house.
What's up?
So I was ripping around. I crashed a few times, and so there's an individual ESCs. There's the positive and the negative, or positive and ground, or whatever. And then there's the signal and the telemetry, or signal and ground, or whatever. Whatever company you're looking at labels it differently. But the black cord, the telemetry one for me, got completely chopped by something and was just flailing around. I flew another 4 packs like that.
Your radio screaming. Was your radio screaming telemetry lost the whole time?
Instead of fixing it, I literally just clipped it off. Flew fine.
Hey, Dave. Happy Easter to you.
But yeah, I tried to get I showed you that video, man, of me trying to get that broken tree branch out of the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I think it was all vines all in it, wasn't there?
Dude, there's vines, and it's like resting and teetering on this one little like live branch that's just sticking out, and it's just overhanging over the road. I got my climbing rope over it and got a few good yanks, and then the Flino came loose.
You got to watch out for that because some of those vines are poison oak.
Oh, I know. Like, I'm not touching
my buddy. He was doing the same thing, and this was in Virginia as well. But he was clearing out some of the vines and stuff from the trees around his backyard and pulled down a bunch of them, and he's just kind of tugging on them. And they came down, and the whole bunch of vines just kind of landed on his face. He didn't think nothing of it. But the next day, he sends pictures. He says, "I'm not going to be able to be in today." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, I got hit with the little poison oak." And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well.
Yeah.
I said, "Is it really that bad where you can't come in?" And he sends me a picture of his face, and you can't even, like, You could barely see out of one eyeball, but the one side of his face is just like completely swollen shut, and it would look like it was burns.
Oh yeah,
It was freaking
dude.
nasty.
Dude, you remember when I first moved here and was fixing up the garden?
Yeah.
I ripped off a big vine of poison ivy, which I like. One, in my defense, it was a big thick vine, so it didn't really quite look like little three leaf poison ivies sticking out of the ground, you know? And so I just like not even thinking about it, just grabbed it and pulled it down. I was wearing shorts and flip flops as I always usually am, and that was a big mistake because it wrapped around my right leg and part of my left leg, part of my foot, got my arm, and Robert Vitrafly was like, he saw me when I just was covered in poison ivy, and he was just like, "Dude, that looks like it sucks."
See, I've never had. I've never had an issue. I have been in poison ivy, verified and confirmed, and it's never affected me. I think we used to play in the woods so much when I was a kid. Like I don't ever remember coming home with poison ivy, poison oak, or poison sumac.
See, that's the thing, man. Like I grew up in Minnesota and sometimes northern Minnesota, and we had poison ivy and poison sumac all over the place. Like it was everywhere, and it really never bugged me. Like every now and again, I'd get like maybe a little boil from it or something somewhere, but it was never an issue for me. Then I guess it's a slightly different breed of poison ivy that I encountered here because I apparently was not immune to that one.
Well, it also depends. I mean, poison ivy most of the time it just deposits oil on your body.
Yeah,
but if you get to where where you are, where you're trying to pull your feet away and the vine is digging into your skin, it's injecting that directly into your skin versus leaving the oil on. So, but I actually we had poison ivy in our backyard, and we were trying to trying to clear out the mess, all the small trees and things that we had because it's pretty much a darn forest. So there was baby trees growing out of the ground every year. And the trees I had in my backyard were taller than the house, 3 stories up from the back. Yeah. And I was out there just weed whacking everything in shorts, just all the freaking juices. Like my legs are being scraped up by the freaking all the raspberries and the wild raspberries and the vines and stuff back there. And then I'm spraying a poison ivy juice all over the front of my legs.
Yeah.
My ex came out. She worked with me for about 15 minutes on it. And her eyes started swelling up and her skin started turning red just from being around me while I was weed whacking it. She was working in a separate part of the yard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been pretty fortunate as far as that. I don't have any known allergies. Knock wood.
Oh, dude, I got a bunch. I can send you a PDF of a list of things that could kill me.
Yeah, my ex had a test done of 400 and some odd allergens, and I think she hit a 238 out of 400 or something like that.
Yeah, so, I was one of those people who was allergic to dust, pollen, ragweed, everything.
What's up, Angel? Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, Angel? But yeah, dude, the big ones for me are really mostly cats and shellfish. And what's worse is I used to fucking love crab and lobster and shrimp. Oh my god. I ate that shit all the time. And then one day I had a reaction to it. And then the doctor said it might be a fluke. And then I tried some crab again and another reaction. And it was ooh, all right. So yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, I'm just the opposite. I'm not allergic to shellfish. I just don't like them. To me, it all tastes the same. It all tastes like the butter garlic that you dip it in.
Well, exactly, and that's the beauty
So,
of it, or the marinara, or whatever you're using.
yeah, we used to eat
Um,
crawfish, which was different because it was seasoned quite well.
oh yeah,
But to me, it was very wasteful because all anybody would ever eat is the tails, and right, you got a few people that like suck the head, but that's kind of gross. Uh,
yeah, but to be fair, if they're cooked properly in like the Cajun style broth, oh my god, dude, good old crawfish broil. Oh
yeah, I don't eat anything smaller than say a bluegill, just because it's more of a pain in the butt to clean it than it is to cook it and eat it.
oh yeah, and I used to eat shrimp a lot, but I would eat like I when I was living in Spain for a bit or and hiking through there and all that, I'd get shellfish, but I'd get like the big ass tiger prawns instead of like the little shrimp.
Yeah.
So the little shrimp cocktail sort of thing, those are novel and all that, but I want like a lobster tail or like a soft shell crab or something.
Doesn't it suck wanting something that could kill you?
Oh, I know. I know. It
Always.
really does too, because like I what's worse is I used to love it. Like that's the thing. Like I hate most seafood. Like I don't eat fish much. I don't eat oysters or any of that stuff. But I love shellfish, and people are gonna think I'm weird as fuck. But I also love pulpo, which is the octopus.
So
So
octopus, if it's cooked in a really hot oil and it's seasoned and crisped up,
with the paprika seasoning and shit, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's got to be seasoned and it has
Oh
to
yeah,
be crisp because if you cook it slow, it turns rubbery and it's nasty.
yeah.
And it has to be fresh because if it's frozen, it's going to turn rubbery as well. But so I'm kind of iffy on those. But like I ate clams. Like I grew up in Michigan, so we didn't have quick access to shrimp, so it was all
Yeah.
pretty expensive for us. So we would eat clams and freaking fresh fish all the time. We used to fish all the time too. There was always 2 or 3 fish in the freezer. If whoever wanted a meal, we just pull in there. Usually nice sized bass.
Oh yeah. What's up,
Uh,
Night Train?
so Wes Smithers says he's allergic to peanuts.
Oh yeah.
All
I've
right,
got
so
a
I
friend
remember.
who's
So I got to remember when I go to the races. I no Reese's peanut butter cups.
yeah. Dude, I got a friend who's
Peanut butter
deathly
vodka.
allergic to peanuts. And like he literally has like two specific restaurants that he'll go to in Seattle where he used to live.
Uh-huh.
One of which was a Thai restaurant that didn't use peanut oil. And it was like, sweet. All right, I can eat anything in here. Like
Except the Mugu Gai Pan. But no, yeah, that's I think it's weird. Uh some of the different allergies. Some people I know are allergic to strawberries. Uh yeah, it's weird. Almost everybody in Texas, I'd say probably about 80% of the people that move to Texas get I don't know if you would call it within the first 5 to 10 years that you're here. Most people will get what they call cedar fever, which is basically just the cedar pollen is ridiculous here, and it's overwhelming to a lot of people. Like I said, usually within
yeah.
5 years, people develop an allergy to it because it's so prevalent. I've been here 13 years now, so 12 years now, something like that.
Nice.
So unfortunately, I'm still okay. What's up, Night Train? How you doing, buddy? Angel, did you check on TBS site, teamblacksheep.com, or team-blacksheep.com? I believe they have all the parts for the Tango, especially the upgrade boards.
Dude, message Mike Chin.
I mean, yeah, if you've got one that's broken and if you've had it for less than a year, submit a trouble
Yeah.
call on Team Black Sheep and talk to one of their service guys. Mike
Well, and
Chin's
also,
usually the guy that answers, but
like just talking to Mike Chin about it would like if he couldn't at least get it fixed, he could at least point you to the shop which would have them.
right.
Like, and that's more my point on talking to him, because I'm betting it's probably more than a year old or whatever.
Did you burn one out or did you brick one or something? As far as I know, they're kind of, from what I understand, they're not brickable, but they act like they're bricked. But there's usually a solution using Agent X or Agent M.
Angel burn out a TX? No. No, that would never happen. Angel would never burn out his own TX. He doesn't mash the sticks that hard, does he?
I've had mine almost since they came out. So I think it's getting close to 2 years now. Razman's here. What's up, Hey Nightmare? How you doing?
What's up, Razman? What's up, Nightmare? Razman's girlfriend. Almost did it, Raz. Almost did it. Ho operator. Hey, Dan. I hope everything turned out good. Picasso. What's up, bro? Your name is awesome, by the way. That's my buddy Chris. Just ran into him today. I know. Nightmare, I caught myself. I'm sorry.
What's up, Subsonic? How you doing?
But yeah. What's up, dude? Chris, I saw that and I instantly thought it was a troll until I realized it was Chris. So, Razman, not that Chris, another Chris, but Ho Operator is a local here. He builds FPV drones. He showed me a few of his iFlight Evos that he built. What's up, Vitrafly? Subsonic?
What's up? Happy Easter, everyone. If that's your
thing. He's got some good builds. So if you guys are in the Virginia area and you need somebody to fly with between Williamsburg, Norfolk, and everywhere in between, hit us up. We'll all go out. But yeah, I'm building. I finally have to rip apart Mistress again.
What happened?
I did what everybody at Newbie Drone told me not to do, man.
You ran those motors on 4S?
No, they've been running on 4S that whole time. I over-tightened the shaft and pulled the shaft through.
Oh, no. How many motors?
Just one. But I have 2 spares still. But I finally pulled the first shaft of these Newbie Drone motors, doing exactly what they told me not to do with them. So be warned.
I've actually thought about having a wrench design that's got a torque limit to it. But I know some people like to over tighten their shit and wouldn't use it anyway.
Well, the problem with that is the nylock would really fuck with that torque limit because it wouldn't be able to get to the proper tension, especially with certain props that are slightly off of that equivalency in terms of height. I've had a few that sit higher on the same motors, and like the nut is at a higher thread than the nut on the other.
Oh yeah, I've got my Hawk Sky motors. They came with low profile nuts.
Yeah, well. I know. I'm just saying, like some props, they have that median of error in manufacturing. So you've like, there's a couple that the thickness of the actual hub is like 0.2 millimeters more than the other ones in the set. And okay, I'm not trying to bash them, but that tends to happen with like HQ props and like dowel props. Those old, you guys remember those old Raycorp ones? Yeah, those ones had a very wide window for error. Danish Stallion, what's up, buddy? But yeah,
I was just looking at some of your videos to see which one I wanted to play this week, Danish.
Nice. But yeah, man, I gotta swap out that. So I gotta pull the bottom frame off, and I guess
I am gonna razz you, Mr. Danish, about your 9x16 footy. Super cool for Instagram and TikTok, but man, does it suck for us.
He went TikTok.
He did.
Oh, he went
TikTok and Insta. Let me see here.
Wow, Nightmare and Raz are celebrities up in here. Everybody's giving them the shout outs. Oh, dude. Yeah, Frank did a nice little live series. He went live a few times with an introduction to Geppetto's lab and his little workshop. And man, even though a couple of them went a little haywire technically, it's so cool to see his little workshop and hear his story, guys. And the workshop, he's got Sebastian just standing in the corner, and I'm like, yes.
Here's one of them here.
Oh yeah, Raz and Nightmare. The Renegade Hexanano is getting rebuilt because Renegade frame just showed up. Ha ha ha. Ah, you can't see. There, let's do that. There. Whoa. Yeah, Matt, I'm sorry. I'm gutting the Nemesis V2 Ultralight because that JHE MCU board is just trash.
Yeah, I've been had good luck with mine, but I bought a 25 amp board.
I think this is the 25 amp as well, but it's, my God, man. Like, first, the video rail died, so I couldn't have video in or video out. I had to hardline the camera to the VTX, so I had no OSD. And then the 5-volt rails all shorted out.
Oh, look who's here!
Oh my God! There's something on your screen, Matt.
You don't see anything there?
Yeah, it's got a red shirt on.
Oh. It's
a horse. Danish, you there? We cannot.
I can't hear you.
Danish.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Danish.
Check your audio settings, Danish. Goodbye, Danish.
I'll be back.
Hey, Danish.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Hey, I can hear you now. That's awesome.
I didn't have a chance to do my settings before you slapped me in there. I'm like, oh my God, hell, no makeup.
Well, you're supposed to do that in the pre-show lobby before you click join.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that's all right. That's true. You're right. Epic fail here. I had to wait. We had to rescue
almost did do it.
Yeah.
Just flew right into him.
Yep. I didn't know he was going to stop, so I was like, skirt. Oh my goodness. Camera here.
Yeah, this is one you shared from, I don't know, I can't maximize this one.
Yeah. Just trying to get in a little bit on all the vertical stuff. It's like everywhere.
Dude, I wish I had some parks like this when I was freaking growing up, man. Like we used to create like one jump and just hit that one jump over and over again.
Dude, you
We didn't
probably
have,
have. You just like me, you didn't know it was there. You drive past it like every day you go to work. No idea it was
I
there,
don't,
dude.
I don't know. I was, like I said, when most of the when I was growing up, I mean, it was 80s, right? So
Oh yeah, when we were growing up, but man, come on, that's a long time ago, brother.
yeah, so I mean, well, all the people who rode BMX were all pretty tight,
Yeah.
right? So we'd call and hang out with each other all the
Yeah.
time, and anytime we were going to a city, like we used to love to go to Flint.
Yeah.
Because Flint had a lot of spots that were awesome for riding bikes. None of them legal to ride, but the Flint
Right.
police were usually worried about other things other than bikers. So, but we Water Street Pavilion and stuff, man. Some of those places were just badass, and it
Right.
sucked because like we didn't have any way to video record it back then. Unless you lugged around a huge video camera.
Right. I mean, the same
So
thing when I was in the army, man. My phone was like the Nokia, man. Like I couldn't take pictures with that. It didn't have a camera.
yeah, I think my first camera phone was like the LG Chocolate or something like that. And that had like the MP3 player built in and all that.
Oh yeah, that's the next level.
But
Yeah.
that was cool because I was going to the gym every day, so it was nice to have that.
I remember when I got my first disc, man. I went and bought my first CD. I was like, "What, dude? What am I gonna do with all these cassette tapes?"
I never bought a portable CD player other than the
Mm.
ones in my car because they would always scratch up my CDs.
Yeah, mine didn't have the skip function because it didn't exist yet. I mean, not the skip, no skip thing, bumps. So you had to like,
Oh,
you had to
yeah,
take long strides. You
yeah,
didn't take long strides; it would just skip.
yeah. Most of the time, what they would read like 10 seconds of or 5 seconds of the
Yep.
song and start playing it in advance, and if the skip was there, they could make up for that. But yeah, I used to. I had a habit of burning all my CDs to the computer and then burning copies of the CDs, especially the ones we took out on the boat, because the lake sometimes, when there was a lot of people out there, got pretty choppy, and it would scratch the CD player. The whole boat would just be
Oh
bouncing.
yeah.
Yeah, after I ruined 2 or 3 CDs, I just started bringing copies on the boat.
Dude, that little kid, man, he's a ripper.
Dude,
I can't.
I'm telling you, man, for his side, like I said, I wish we had stuff like this to help the youngsters develop. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, now kids they're actually using, they don't know it, but they're using engineering in these pump tracks.
Yeah.
To and it's really kind of, I think it's cool that I wish they kind of knew what they were doing.
Yeah, that kid's dad. His younger brother rides too and does jumps too. But they rent this bag, like smaller bag,
Uh-huh.
and then he made a jump. I guess at his workplace. So they do the big ramp. Those little kids, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, we had my buddy had a half pipe in the back of his yard, and we used to have to start up by the sidewalk, go all the way down his driveway, cut between the garage and the house, and keep pedaling our asses off just to be able to get 2-3 feet of air.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
My wife just brought me a large cup of coffee here. My big tub of coffee before bedtime.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Caffeine just doesn't hit me that. As soon as I take the phone off, I put it over, set the alarm, and I go down. And as soon as I find that right spot,
Yeah, I'm caffeine's all right. It's just the sugar that usually comes with like highly caffeinated sodas. I'm not a big fan of coffee myself.
Oh yeah.
So, I end up with those 5-hour energy shots, which is
Yeah.
very low sugar and lots of caffeine in 5 different forms. I think they call it.
You honestly would probably like a good cup of coffee if you found the right coffee that fits you.
I don't know. Like I said, my brother keeps saying the same thing, and he owns a coffee roastery. And
Maybe his coffee sucks.
I told him, I know his coffee doesn't suck, but just I mean, I had exposure to really bad coffee.
Yes,
like because
same
I was
here.
because I was in the Navy, and then the military gets these freaking 5-pound cans of coffee, and they'll last you like 3 months, but the coffee's only fresh for like the first 2 minutes after you open it.
Man, hey brother, dude, I have made coffee in my sock after being out for 2 weeks.
Oh no!
Okay,
Fuck
I washed
no.
it. I washed it in potable water, and then put some paper in there as a filter, and then I ran it through my sock because I put the sock over the what's it called in English? A little thing that goes on our little Jerry drinky majig,
The
and then I
cap,
put
yeah.
yeah. So I put the sock over that and put a filter in, and then it runs through not a filter but paper, so it runs through the paper and my sock. Add a little funky taste to it, but man, if you wanted coffee, you wanted coffee.
Oh, dude, I there was a buddy of mine that if he wanted coffee bad enough, he would take a scoop of freaking grounds, put it in a cup, and just pour hot water in it, and just
Dude,
drink it slow to avoid the grounds.
I'm not gonna lie. So I spent so much time doing backcountry shit. So I was spending a month or two at a time out like camping in the woods, miles from civilization, and oftentimes I wouldn't have filters left. I wouldn't have anything like that. I had a little AeroPress, and I ended up just taking my little camping stove pot and boiling water and just pouring coffee grounds in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool, let's
Nice
do this.
Maddie there.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
This is some of my favorite proximity flying is around big trees that are trimmed well.
When I switched to DJI, my favorite thing became tree style.
Razman, yeah, we know. Geppetto is awesome. He's wicked with 3D printing and robotics. He's built an in-move fully 3D printed humanoid robot, like life-size humanoid robot that runs off of Arduino and Neuro boards and all that shit. It's fucking wicked. It's named Sebastian. He's made 2. I think Sebastian and Ambrosio. And Ambrosio once did an intro for Optimized Drone way back in the day, if you recall that, Matt.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, guys, Razman and Nightmare. Frank's a good friend of mine. Don't worry.
Dude, he also owns a remote underwater sub for like doing hull inspections. If I recall.
Frank, I've been meaning to get you in touch. My cousin is the professor of marine biology at the University of Southern Florida. So I got Dan Sampson and Brian Newsom in touch with them. They have a little Dory 4K ROV thing, and they're going to be hoping to get into some of the coral tanks at the university. But I want to get my cousin into, or at least build him some sort of ROV or underwater scooter, because he does a lot of study on corals. And so he's always scuba diving. He's always needing to map all of that. And so I want to get him into that stuff.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I want Johnny to get all that, because I think.
Yeah, how much roughly was that, Frank? Because I live in Austin. There's a bunch of rich people that would probably pay lots of money for that kind of thing down here too.
I don't know which one Frank has. He can probably.
Well, he's on the big lakes, so there's some big boats over there. We don't.
Yeah,
he's off Lake Michigan or
he's
Lake.
got a bigger one, probably the $2,000 or $3,000 one. But the Dory 4K is something around like $600-700.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and it's a really good one. Like, I've seen the footage from it. Granted,
oh yeah, me too. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, it doesn't have much tether.
Well, that would be the thing, right? Is how can you extend the tether?
You probably, but on the Dory, I think it's something like 100 feet. Like it's more than usable.
Yeah, it's enough for like hull inspections and stuff like that, but you're not going to go searching the bottom of the lake for something.
Oh, Frank said low end 1800.
It's still not terrible if you're going to use it for work.
Yeah, exactly. And we got, and yeah, Matt, play one of Nightmares, I guess.
Yeah, I've got it here. I was just waiting until we were done talking about the sub thing.
Cool. Hey Matt, did I tell you I found a second patio in my backyard?
Yeah, you should. I saw the video. That one's all concrete though, isn't it?
It looks like a base from a shed bolt down.
Okay.
Because it's got bolt points in it, but we've now made it into the kids play patio.
Yeah, the other one was like Virginia red brick, which is common because Virginia has a lot of clay.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. Man, I would whoop the hell out of that. That a girl.
This actually looks like he's on a 5-inch, maybe. What are you flying, Nightmare, in this?
Nightmare's Razman's girlfriend. I would say that's a 3-inch or a whoop. A 3S whoop or a 2S, 2.5, 3-inch.
It might be a similar. But
5-inch source one. He said HD.
There you go.
Good.
I was just saying it was flying like a heavier 5-inch, or it could have been an underpowered 3, I guess. But
see, if you were flying a whoop, that wouldn't have affected you. But yeah, dude, that's wicked. And super close proximity like that. That's ballsy. I can't do proxy like that with a 5-inch, man.
Oh, watch out for the Canadian geese. They's assholes.
Yeah, they are assholes. I can straight up tell you that.
They're good. They're good for nothing except shitting on your dock and your beach.
Dude, Raz, I gotta say, man, you got very good stick control. I would have been twitching like a motherfucker. Like straight up. Oh man. With the invert yaw too. Fucking love it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even tried to fly that with a fence around it with my skills.
Dude,
so.
Like, dude, I would have flown my 2S whoop around that. And then I probably would have flown the Nemesis because I'm bored.
Yeah, I was going to say the Nemesis HD Micro, I wouldn't fly around that for sure, but I would be worried about crashing.
Oh yeah, I'm always worried about crashing, but I'm usually just bored.
I'm not exactly the agile fence climbing type.
I love how he perched it too, and then turtled off.
Got tall grass behind him. Oh, almost had it. Just flip it close to the fence and reach there and grab it.
He did. He just walked in. Dude, nice. I'm not gonna lie. Razman just said I would have flown my 7-inch there. Razman, my 10-inch Kraken, that thing's a monster. Like, touch the throttle and it's fucking gone. But I'm also, like, it flies so smooth and so refined that I'm comfortable just cruising it around super low to the ground in my backyard. And it's a 10-inch. and if I take it to a field, it gets up and goes. But honestly, man, like it flies so smooth. Like I feel like it's a 3-inch, you know? I fucking love that thing. But yeah, I got the skull fixed. And Matt, did you see the new mount I printed for it?
I don't think I have yet. Oh, nice.
It's the clamp on, so it sinks into the. Because remember, I've got the prototype.
Right.
So I've got the curve cage prototype.
Yeah, you've got well, the only difference is the notch for the GoPro.
Yeah, I've got what I think it was like the V2.5 or like the V2 Proto or something. I don't know. It's the one that Kid Chaos flew.
Okay.
Like literally the one he flew.
I think that's the V2.
Yeah.
But he had a V2 and then he had but right after the V2 they stopped making the Session. So
he did the couch mount and the not so curved front. Remember?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And so check this out. So I just put it on.
Nice.
So it fits perfectly, man.
Yeah, like the only thing I didn't like about that quad is it was chunky.
Dude, I fucking love it. This quad I have bashed around for legitimately 2 years. And I haven't replaced anything but props.
I'm telling you, it's definitely a basher, and that's one of the things that the Flyno guys would say to me when I would fly my Nemesis, because that was the one thing I never bought. The one Flyno frame I never bought was the skull, but just because it was so stinking heavy. And I didn't realize how heavy it was until I made my Nemesis. And my Nemesis, the 5-inch skull was heavier than my Nemesis by like 15 grams. And I was like, holy shit.
But dude, the Nemesis OG that I had was definitely heavier than this because of the arm thickness.
What's up, Dalton? How you doing, bud?
What's up, Dalton? But yeah, dude, I'm like, this is literally the only 5-inch I have left. I sold all the other ones. I sold Curtis the fucking OG Nemesis, and you saw the light up job he did on that.
Yeah,
right?
It looked nice, man.
Oh my god, it looks so with the purple prints too. Oh, it just looked great,
dude. I actually thought about it because I thought about running that the Fly High FPV light wire all the way around the Nemesis or around the OG Nemesis for night flying at IO.
That was my plan with that Nemesis before I ended up selling it. But yeah, you know me, I'm gonna build another one.
Oh yeah, and like I said, they'll be around.
Oh, I know.
If it was a choice between getting rid of that one and the skull, I'd say get rid of that one because you can replace that one.
Exactly, and that was my specific question. Like you heard my dilemma on that. I was like, look, the skull has a lot of sentimental value to me, and I'm just sitting there like deciding whether to sell it, and instead I decided to just put a new mount on it and go rip it up a bit. And I flew it like 3 times and was like, yeah, I'm not selling this. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm not selling this. And
but those were 2 frames you didn't have to worry about breaking.
Exactly. Whereas like I don't have any spare arms for the skull. Like that's the thing. But then again, it's literally been 2 years of severe punishment, and I've never needed a spare arm.
I'm sure you could probably hit up Shane Duggar he's probably got a handful of them.
Oh, I know. He's also got a handful of my old Flynos too. He was, dude.
Like if I ever do a post selling my Flynos, I really kind of want to not include him in the post. Just because he buys so many, I know he's already got them. He's just scooping them up, and
I know, dude. Like,
I mean, there's a difference between a Flyno fan and a Flyno hoarder.
So I put up 2 of my Flynos, and one before I even put it up, I messaged Shane, and I was like, "Yo, I'm about to put this up on Marketplace. You want first dibs?" And within 10 minutes, I had a PayPal in my account. And he was just like, sold, I'll take it. That was the baby skull, the baby skull Cinewoop that I made.
Yeah.
And he was just like, sold, I'll take it. I don't care. I was like, cool, all right. And then I'm actually rebuilding the Serb. Hold on. Now the cage is over in a box somewhere, but the Cerberus Micro.
That's the 2.5-inch one, right?
Yeah, this is the 2.5. I'm running 2.3s because I'm running old school Emax grays. So the only props that fit those are the 2.3 Baby Hawk props.
I can't hear you, Danish.
Danish's mic sucks.
Oh, like I thought he was just kind of moving his hands, and I'm saying his lips are moving too, and I'm like, nope.
Hey, Dalton's in here, right?
Yep.
Ooh.
There we go.
Dalton.
Hey, there he is.
I just switched to the
Dalton?
microphone. I thought he was just being rude earlier, just talking over me. I'm like, what the hell? Come on.
No, I
couldn't hear him.
couldn't hear you, man.
Hey, Dalton. Dalton, I need your help, Dalton. Dalton. One, if you help me or find a way to help me, I will build your little deuce. And I will fly it. I promise. But, anyway, Mistress Helen has popped a motor shaft. And yes, it is the Newbie Drone Flow 4150s. And I did exactly what you guys told me specifically not to do. I over-tightened the prop nut.
Oh, my God.
Pulled the shaft.
Oh, my God.
So.
Shame.
I have spares. And I am swapping the motor. But I have a feeling that this will be a problem. And I'm wondering if Dalton has any more of the 5mm 4150s laying around, because otherwise I'll have to swap all 8 to T-mount, and I don't want to do that.
So,
I have
technically, Dan, if you have a vise, you can set that bell on the vise and tap the top lightly with the hammer. Don't tap the shaft to put a nut on the shaft and tap the nut. But you should be able to push that shaft back down to where you can. Now, did it pull through the C-clip?
No, it did not pull through the C-clip, but it bent the C-clip in, as well as it pulled up enough to completely stop the motor rotation.
Oh.
And so I tapped it back down as best I could, and now the motor is spinning freely, but I don't trust the shaft, so I'm just going to pull the motor in total and just check it. But it's the 1408, I think. Yeah, 1408 V1. The V1.0, the ones that had the 5mm shaft pullout problem. Shaft pullout problem.
Yeah.
Dan sent it a little too hard. No, I twisted it a little too hard.
He cranked down on those nuts just a bit too much.
Sadly, what I was doing was changing props.
Oh, my.
I literally changed the props because I wanted to try a more aggressive prop on this to see if it would hold the weight of the GoPro 360 better. I know, Dalton, but if there are any in the shop at all, can you put the word out that just a few would be nice? But either way, I just don't want to swap all 8 because, one, that's going to cost me a bunch. And 2, oh, there's a big chunk of sand in one of my motors. But yeah. Hey, this is Loreno.
Yep.
This is Angel.
Oh yeah, I just noticed he had a couple new videos this week, so I thought I'd pop them up.
Yeah, Dalton, just let me know if you can find any rando stock of the V148 1408s. Not the 6S, the 4S. Because this little 8 motor thing, it's like, as I said, I've got 2 spares, but I have a feeling this is going to happen again and again because this is what was warned about with these motors in the first place, which is why they were on that flash sale.
I think it's pretty badass that there's a big enough scene. I mean, look at all these cars lined up, trucks lined up, tents lined up, trailers all the way down the road, man.
There's a bunch of like some semi-decently famous TikTokers and Instagrammers that are always at these same rallies. And like I'm pretty sure it's the exact same one. That chick right there has a channel as well. I've seen her.
Yeah, it's kind of ballsy getting in there with a camera, though. Hey, Dalton says we have this in Austin. Yeah, I remember Dalton bought that little, what do you call it? 125, I think it was.
Yeah.
Damn. So less than a month until Rampage.
Right? Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready. I'm definitely not ready. Huh?
Are you gonna fucking send it?
Yeah, I sure hope so. I'm probably gonna go get a Hero 8. I have another one with me.
I'm gonna have to rebuild that mutiny before you go too. If I can ever get
my
parts in.
I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah,
I won't be able to.
I'm waiting. I messaged him about the cost increase, and he responded, said he's going to get back to me, and then I'm waiting for him to get back to me. So,
yeah.
But I'm ready to order as soon as he sends me the invoice, or we get all the quantities and everything done right.
Yeah, hopefully he can give you a better price.
So.
All right.
I just want him here.
Right. I don't know if you wanted me to take some with me to Rampage.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, let me see what we get when we get in. I know I got a bunch of people waiting for him too, so I want to make sure the people that have been waiting for him can get him.
Hey Matt, I just sent you the link to our store that I put up on Teespring.
Yeah, hey Dalton, I've got both the Mutiny, the new Mutinies, the Mutiny V2 and the Mutiny HD V2 will take the new AIO. But I've also got a 3.5 inch and a 4-inch version of the Nemesis HD Micro coming out as well.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, if you fly HD, that 3.5 is going to be a sweet spot because the 3 flies really good, but if it gets just a little bit more, it's going to be perfect. It's just going to be perfect.
Yeah, hit me up, Dalton. We'll get you something that'll work for you. Like I said, I just put the AIO mounts on the Mutiny V2s. So the 5-inch, all the 5-inch. Well, I have to do the race. The 5-inch quads are all going to have the diamond mount as well.
That guy's like, almost like he's like, die, Ty, die. Yeah, I'm gonna. If I do have time to do it all, I'm gonna put some good stuff on the Mutiny too, so it can light up Rampage.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got
Dalton
that.
says the Newbie Drone Infinity AIO supports analog and digital now.
Night, Geppetto. Always a pleasure, Frank.
Yep.
Good night, Geppetto. Yeah, so I need to get the 7-inch ready. I mean, it's built. Is there something wrong with that flight controller? So I ordered 2 flight controllers today because I want an extra with me. I got the Foxeer 722 V2s while they're still low price because the prices are going up again.
Dalton, you work in tech support. You know there is no such thing as an idiot-proof seal of approval. As soon as you make something idiot-proof, they will make a better idiot, and you know that.
Yeah.
We have that at work supposedly, but there's so many idiots that it's not idiot proof.
Yeah.
Definitely not in
Just
Florida.
start removing warning labels, and people will.
Like I got used to working with idiots, and I don't really. I mean, I'm not necessarily idiots, just ignorant people, and they have no desire to learn anything new.
Yes, exactly.
But the only ones I refuse to work with are the unsafe idiots, the ones that try to get things done quickly without thinking about safety and put all the rest of the workers that are working on other parts of the machine in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of those.
It's funny when corporations go like, "Oh yeah, safety first," and then like they break all these rules.
Well, I mean, and that's the part is when they do stuff like that, and I mean, I can suspect that it's going to happen, and it kind of sucks because I have to let it happen, and I have to kind of keep my eyes open for it if I think it's going to happen.
Right.
But my company has what's called a near miss. So if I stop something before it happens and I report it, then they take the same actions as if it would have happened, as far as
Nice.
employee discipline and things like that.
That is very refreshing.
Making them retake their training and stuff like that, and then the next time they violate it, they're gone. So
that's good.
But yeah, safety is pretty important, and it kind of stinks because it adds about a good 45 minutes to an hour to any job that we work on. But I'd rather have that than not have my fellow employees coming to work. So
for sure.
Like I work on these robots that move at ridiculous speeds. We're carrying these. My robots carry these 12-inch silicon wafers that they make their photo chips on and stuff like that.
Yes.
And they hand off wafers through this machine to the tune of about 350 wafers an hour. So these robots move like it'll scare you if you're next to one when it moves because it's so stinking fast. But it's also super precise. Like our resolution, I think the lowest resolution we have on our robot is like 300 pulses in a millimeter. Or 100 pulses in a millimeter, I think, is probably on some of the robot arms in the units. But yeah, that's crazy shit. It's amazing to see these motors moving that fast using 200 volt AC servo motors. just back and forth quick as hell. Now, fortunately, they got torque limits low enough that the carbon fiber robot arm is not going to go through your chest. Well, it might go through as long as it doesn't hit your sternum. It might go through, but it's not going to go all the way through your body.
Yeah, I worked on some very heavy robotics that can literally rip the skin off of your arms.
Yeah,
and what? You ever heard of Blockbuster Express DVD machine?
Yeah, the little blue boxes that they had out there.
Yeah, those were ours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just licensed the name, and then it's all our hardware had nothing to do with Blockbuster. We were just able to use the name, and Blockbuster tried to sue us. It's like, well, you signed this contract. We can use your name for anything we want, as long as it's in a box or some stupid shit like that.
Right.
They're like, shit. And then then we bought.
They were just a little bit late to the game, and they were a little bit too expensive.
Well, here's the thing: we actually bought all of them except Redbox, and then we sold all of it to Redbox on purpose.
Nice.
Yeah, and Redbox bought it all up and turned their business into a monopoly. Thanks to
I can't believe people still rent. I mean, to be honest, the only DVD player I have is a DVD-ROM that I have for my. It's a portable DVD-ROM that plugs in via USB to my computer. I don't have a DVD-ROM drive on my PC at all anymore.
Yeah.
But I do have them around because I got some really kick-ass old games that I like to install and play every now and again.
Well, so today, right, I watched this stinging video before I went out to fly, and apparently that lit a fire under my ass, and I was flying the proper speeds today instead of wow, Almost footage is so slow. Okay, I guess I got to find all the fast stuff and make an edit. And then today, just some reason, there was just a fire under my ass. And
Yeah, I did forget that I have a PS4 that I can play DVD. I also have an Xbox One in a spare room upstairs. I actually trade. Some guy wanted to trade me an Xbox One for a quad that I was trying to sell, and I was like, I was asking like $120 for the quad, and you want to trade your Xbox for it? Yeah, okay, sure, it works, right? Yeah, it works. So, but we've got my son's got his own Xbox One, and then I've got mine, and then I've got a PS4. Neither of which hardly ever get turned on. VHS. I actually have a VHS player in the house because I have some VHS tapes from when the kids were young that I need to transfer to digital.
yeah, yeah, I think we got rid of most of our stuff.
Shooter says Betamax. No, Shooter. I remember. I'm old enough to remember Betamax, and I remember like thinking my dad was a dick because when my mom and dad got divorced, my dad got a regular VHS and he got my mom a beta VHS. And the
The
closest
Betamax.
store that read, like we had the party store down the road from us was renting videos, and but he would only rent VHS, so we would have to go all the way into town to the big chain video store, which was more expensive and all that, to find beta movies.
That's funny.
Yeah, I do remember all that crap.
All right, let's see if I can do this. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna try and see if this works. And
I just noticed that
oops, that's not what I want to do.
stop playing, dang it. There we go. I'm gonna get changed over. So, all right, little bando freestyling. Uh-oh, I lost Tim.
Oops. Who's this?
Gunwoo.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen this one.
Oh, this is a brand new one. This week.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I guess he flies okay.
Yeah, he's all right. He's no Danish stallion.
No.
He does like to fly in similarly constructed buildings, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gunwoo's got some crazy freaking spots that he rips, man.
Yeah, he does.
Gosh, man. I mean, a spot like this is just absolutely crazy, dude. Look at that shit.
His spatial awareness is freaking on point for sure.
Well, I think that these younger people, they don't think about like, oh, what could happen. They just like, let's go. I don't think about consequences because they haven't matured that life yet where they.
Right. And yeah, I guess. I mean, it's I know some of the young race kids, the ones that have their dads work on their quads for them and stuff like that, definitely freaking send it a lot harder and really, kind of a full send situation all the time because they don't have to. All they have to do is worry about if their dad says this is the last quad you have or not.
Yeah, I definitely cared less today for some reason. And
our buddy Skadoosh has flown with Gunwoo before, and it's he's just a awesome kid. But yeah, hey Matt, I gotta go to bed in about 15. You can keep it rolling if you want. I'm just saying I'm gonna dip out in about 10 or 15.
Yeah, Dalton, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking through some of my footy today.
Yeah, you have to have enough money to replace all the parts that you break, though, or sponsors to help.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys hearing me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Cool.
Not.
Yeah, I got to bug out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we were ignoring that part.
Cool.
Yeah, it helps to have some expendable income though for that,
Yes.
right, Dalton?
Yeah.
We don't know nothing about that living in Austin. They're killing us with the freaking cost of living increases around here like mad.
Dude, it's been pretty bad here too. Like everything's gone up at least 20 to 30%, including like grocery prices and everything.
Yeah, it's bananas.
Yeah,
At least the prices on gas going down just a little bit.
The gas prices haven't bothered me. They where I am, they haven't been an issue.
Yeah.
Well, how many miles do you drive a week though?
Not enough.
Luckily, I don't pay for my gas at work.
Either way, like I get my gas from the Harris Teeter gas station, and I also do my grocery shopping there too. By the end of the month, dude, I'm already getting $1 off each gallon, anyways. So
yeah, there's a couple of places that do that where if you shop like Randall's and stuff like that, where if you shop you shop enough there that you can get 10 cents off a gallon for every 100 you spend or something like that, or 50 cents off a gallon for every 100 you spend.
Yeah, and like, dude, I'm sorry, like everybody was whining about the gas price for so long. Highest it got around here, I think, was like $4.10 or $4.16 or something like that. And with the $1 off per gallon or whatever, it was the same as it always was, $3.10, $3.15. Like,
well, ours went
really an issue. And then, like, I'd fill up my tank once every couple of weeks, maybe. Like, I don't drive much, and Williamsburg isn't that big, so it's not really too bad. No. But I drive enough to go through a tank of gas in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I drive 30 miles one way to work, and I have to go around Austin to get there because my office is south and east of Austin, or it's on the southeast side of Austin. But it's not terrible. I don't know. I'm filling up. I get about 4.5 days of driving, depending if I go extra places before I have to fill up. And I'm driving a little V6 Mercury Mariner, so it only gets like 22 miles a gallon.
Dude, I've got an Xterra, so I'm only looking at like 20 miles an hour or miles per gallon anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not. My Expedition used to get about 15, 14 ish.
Dude, at the end of its life, even though it was a little 4-cylinder with no power, my little Toyota Matrix was only getting 12 miles per gallon. 12. That's
highlight it and you take it away, Danish.
Oh, I don't know what happened. All right. There we go.
Yeah, you're probably gonna be around the 20 area mark in your little turbo there, Dalton.
There you go. Try again. This is just a little bit from today. There's no sound because nobody wants to listen to prop noise.
It's showing up kind of choppy.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. This is like...
Did you upload that one yet or no?
No. I was just checking some of my footies.
Oh, okay. Oh, if you're playing it from the SD card, it's probably why.
No, I'm not. It's just because the high FPS, I think. Restream just doesn't like that.
What's up, 608? How you doing, bud?
What's up, 608? Is that Erie? Or, no, that's 608. Yeah.
Oh man, that's mega choppy. It's not even watchable. Yeah, just pull away from that.
Here, I'm going to share this this other one that Nightmare sent me here.
Hey, confused.
Confused. What's going on?
Oh, what is that spot? I haven't seen this spot yet. Is that a newer spot? Because I haven't seen that.
This is Razman, right?
Is this Bando Hotel in Florida?
No.
No.
It kind of reminds me of the Bando Hotel that Jay and them fly at.
Oh, yeah.
A
That's
little
like
bit. It just looks like a different area of it.
This is,
Yeah,
I
no, that's
think,
definitely not.
I would say this is probably Maryland or somewhere.
Yeah, this stuff
I'm
with
sure Nightmare could tell us.
Oh, I'm sure.
snow's there for sure.
Hey, Kim, I heard you're coming down
Dude,
to IO. That's going to be a freaking blast.
oh, by the way, I had baby
Upstate.
possum in
Yeah,
the
upstate
garage,
New
man.
York.
Okay.
There's a lot of abandoned malls and abandoned hotels and stuff in upstate New York, dude.
Insane asylums.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You're going down to meet Rue. Awesome. Kim's going to go meet Rue.
Yeah, that cute little thing.
Well, I think she's coming to meet me. She just wants to say hi to Rue while she's there. No, freaking Susan's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you come down on Saturday, I'm cooking barbecue for dinner for everybody.
Nice.
Yes, Susan's my favorite pilot on TikTok. It's very entertaining. All of her clips.
Susan?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Dude, all of her shit she did for iGal was amazing. It was just hilarious. I fucking love it.
Yeah, that's where I saw her first time.
Yeah.
No. She popped up on my TikTok. I've been following her since.
Nice.
Yeah, I like the Whoop Race streams she does, and the set. You know, a lot of her posts are freaking pretty informative and awesome.
Dude, this spot, man.
So awesome.
What the hell?
With the ricochet. That looked like
if I can ever get enough vacation up, I want to do another longer road trip where I don't have to rush from IO to freaking West Coast Throwdown in between.
Oh, lucky. All right, boys. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. You boys gonna continue?
Maybe for a little bit.
All right.
See if anybody else has got any videos they want to show or anything like that.
Sweet. Well, Danish, thanks for joining us tonight, man.
Yeah, I'll stick around for another 10, 15 or something like that.
All right, man. Well, have fun watching some videos. Razman, Nightmare, Geppetto, Kimfused, Gardo Rotor. Oh, had to breathe for a minute. Shooter, what's up, Shooter? Didn't get to say hi to you yet. Just doing the shout out.
Hey, Shooter. Yeah, I'm bad at looking at the chat. I was too busy looking at my feed from today.
Dalton. I've said hi to all y'all. Subsonic. All right,
I'll probably go up there at some point.
Well, everybody have a good night.
I'm going to play this one last video, I think, from Shelby here. And then we'll probably get off. What's up, Carbon? How you doing? Garter Rotor!
Hey, Garter Rotor. Guys. Damn it, man. I can't. Hello, Garter Rotor.
Storm in the barn.
I had to think about it for a moment. Oh yeah, I gotta install FPV on one of
On the wing.
my wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my other
I
one.
have to get both. That's my goal is to build up two wings. I want to build the big wing and my micro wing before I
Yeah.
and I want to put those LEDs on it. Garbage rotor as well. Fucking
Garbage rotor. Shots fired. Pew pew.
careful, Kim. You're gonna end up with your hand in a bowl of warm water tonight.
Oh boy.
Gardenecki, is that your last name? I probably pronounced it wrong, but
Yeah, it's Gordonecki, something like that. I've seen it pop up, but I haven't actually tried to read it out. So. Oh, I did.
oh, I got it. Oh, wow, nice.
You won't do it twice.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit! I can't even say that sentence, so I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, where I grew up in Michigan, we had a lot of weird names.
Yeah, where I'm from, we're just all white names.
Well, I mean, Michigan had a fairly large Italian population. They had a fairly large Middle Eastern population. They had a fairly large Irish Catholic population.
Yeah,
Uh,
Italians don't like Scandinavians.
but also
Pretty sure.
Scandinavian. There was a lot of Swedish and
Yeah, in Michigan. Yep. Oh hell
and
yeah,
Norwegian as well. So, matter of fact, my great grandmother's Swedish, or sorry, my grandmother's Swedish, not my great grandmother.
I wouldn't doubt it if you're from that area.
Carbon, if you send them to my Facebook Messenger, I will post them up.
Yeah. I saw him do live rip on bot, and it was just the best live rip ever. Yeah. Little Cage was just ripping around the house, and dog was chasing her around. I think it was a little Cinelag 3.5.
All right, Raz, man. Thanks for joining in, man. Have a good night. Enjoy your movie.
Take care, Raz. A nightmare.
Shelby's just insane on his freaking wing, though, man. Some of the gaps that he hits.
Yeah.
His freaking inverted ground rubs and water rubs.
Yeah, it's nuts. I did make this weird.
Like you really don't like until you've flown a wing, you don't realize how hard it is to keep it that straight for that long to barnstorm like that. Because he literally has to, if he's off just a little bit, he literally has to rotate and then pull out. It's all bank and yank.
I did make this 3D print because I smashed the canopy right, on this one. So I made this 3D print with a peanut, and then the camera's going to go right here.
Nice.
Yeah. It'll just come off, kind of.
So that's just a wing too, right? It's what do they call them?
Yeah. This it's a full plane.
Oh, so it does have a rudder.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It has rudder, everything. This thing is absolutely amazing to fly, even line of sight. But it's very susceptible to wind, like very.
Yeah, I bought an AR-250 wing, traded. So some guy come up to me at West Coast Throwdown with the AR-250 wing in a box, and he says, "Hey, man," he goes, "I'm never going to use this. You want to trade it for something?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know. What do you want?" And he's like, "Well, what do you want?" And I'm like, "Well, you're coming to me. I really don't want to buy a wing, but what would you think it's worth if I have something that you think is a fair trade? That we can make a deal."
Yeah, I was thinking that one is really fun to fly line of sight, and I wanted that with me to to Rampage, so you can fly while people doing their lines and stuff like
So
that. So you don't plug in
I
on.
found out that my machine is using some pretty cool cameras and some IR floods. So I'm going to see if I can get a
Oh
hold of
yeah.
one and see if I can get them to work for FPV.
Oh shit.
To find out who our supplier is and see if I can see how I can get them. But yeah, our machines, they've got high definition, high speed cameras, but it's 3-wire. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so I'm kind of curious.
Well, so one would be camera control, right?
Huh?
So the third wire would be camera
Oh
control.
it's plus minus and cam, so it's video output.
Oh,
I just need to see. I just need to see
gotcha.
if I can hook it to like a VTX or something.
Fuck, I'm
So-
so dumb. I was thinking like a fourth wire.
But
for
it's
some
a, but I
reason.
mean it's
Yeah.
a pretty nice camera, and they've got IR
Yeah.
floodlights because they've of course got the IR filter removed.
Yes.
Because we operate most either yellow light or in the pure darkness, and they need to be able to watch the chemical dispenses on the wafers.
Yeah. Interesting.
This is another one of Shelby's from the
Oh no way, he's going up. My
upside
God.
down through the flipping barn, man. Like I said, he's just ridiculous.
Oh my
This
God.
is from the Team Drone Adventures FPV Fest.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen this one.
I actually got my flag back from those guys, all signed and everything. I got a big handful of stickers, and they sent me some freaking GemFan props. So
Nice.
yeah, he's just insane when it comes to wing flying. I'm not saying he's the best, but he's the best that I've seen post about it. Let's put it that way. I don't see a lot of people, wing pilots, posting cool edits like this.
I should get to meet him at Rampage.
Yep.
Pretty sure he was going.
He might be. But yeah, I'm hoping he stops by IO. He didn't make it to IO last year. But yeah, I've already got my RV spot, lucky number 27.
Good to see you, Robert.
Kim,
Thanks
I
for stopping
cannot
by.
go to Rampage. So they didn't put out the dates in time. Same reason I couldn't go to FPV Fest. My work plans, because I'm a trainer, they plan my work 4 to 6 months in advance. So I have to put in my vacation request for things. So if they don't notify them, if I don't notify them that I'm taking vacation 4 to 6 months in advance, and like Rampage didn't have the date that far ahead, that I can't really get the time off, unfortunately. Right now they're packing my schedule. We've had a 1.5 year long backup or 2 years long backup because of COVID, of no customers allowed in the building. So now that we're allowing customers in the building, they're packing us in. Let's put it that way. I'm going to get time off for IO because I put that in last November, and I'm going to get time off for West Coast Throwdown because I put that in 10 months in advance. But unfortunately, Rotor Riot and then the FPV Fest were two that I just couldn't make, unfortunately.
Shame.
It is, because I mean, it looks fun. I mean, the only thing that I heard about it that didn't seem cool was just some people didn't get a whole lot of packs. So, yeah. But I mean, any big event, unless it's operating very smoothly, so it's bound to happen.
Yeah, I'm not expecting to get a whole bunch of packs in. I'm sure hoping I do, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's one of those things I wouldn't mind. I'd love to go to Rampage. I'll get there one year. Hopefully, I'm hoping that they plan the things out further in advance now that we're not having the all the interference. So I'll get to one eventually.
Um,
I hope to make it to all of them. I want to do 1 year. I want to hit all of the big events. So I hit Cali Clash. Gonna hit freaking. Want to hit IO, West Coast Throwdown, Rotor Riot Rampage, and then Multi GP Champs. So one day.
yeah. I want to see if I can make it out to that Fun Fly Multi GP thing on Saturday.
Yeah, dude, hit me up. If are you just gonna fly your freestyle frame, or because I've got a spare race frames I can send you one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will convert my 4S to it probably.
Okay. Yeah. I'll, hit me up after. Give me your address, and I gotta ship out.
Next time you send me something, just put it in there.
Okay.
It's not gonna make it in time anyway. I will have to finish the 7-inch, and I will have to start prepping for the Mutiny when that comes. And then I gotta.
Yeah, we'll get you some bando arms this time.
Yeah,
I was surprised those skinny arms lasted as long as they did.
Honestly, I don't know. I was telling everybody when I walked back from the Bando Island shaft, every time I was like, I don't know how it's still not broken.
I told you the skinny arms are tough. The bando arms are they're really hard to break. They really are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of why I wanted you to test the skinny arms, because I knew no one else is going to want to, but two, I know you were flying in some pretty tough places. So thank you for that, because it kind of does show people that skinny arms, you can go lightweight and low.
I mean, the damage that I got, you're fixing on the new model that's coming.
Well, right, so. And that was part of the thing about prototype.
That's the whole point of testing it, you know.
And every single bit of feedback that I got, I put into fix to the adjustments. So
good night,
everybody
Robert.
Be happy. Later, Robert. Have a great night.
Yep, sweet dreams.
Gardo says I'll be there in spirit because they're going to fly some gank frames. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet a ton of people at Rampage. That's the big thing.
Dude, that's the best part about IO for me, is getting to meet all the friends that I've communicated with, and West Coast Throwdown for that matter. Like, because the West Coast guys don't make it to a lot of East Coast events or Texas events or anything, so it's more online communication with them, and to be able to get out there and meet people like Nate Baker and freaking Derek Brown and Aaron Cisco, and it was freaking awesome.
I should almost make a horse costume and bring it.
At least a horse head, right?
Yeah, well, I got that
already. Horse head
so
with the FPV goggles that poke through the front.
Dude, I should probably do that. I could even just 3D print some and kind of like see if I can get them attached to it or something. Maybe stiffen out the mask or something. I don't know. Might look into that. I have this.
Get you some horse noises on an app on your phone.
Right. Oh, dude, I wonder if I can put that into a startup tone. I don't know.
Oh, you can probably get Camptown Races or something, or
right. Shit. Oh my goodness.
All right, guys, it's getting a little late here. I got to get up at 4:45 in the morning. I got some students that are here from Ireland. I got to go harass. Teach. I gotta find out what they did this weekend, because they were some of the mornings they were coming in a little bit rough. Yeah, it's like oh yeah, we got in around 2-3 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, guys, I'm letting you out of class at like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, man. That's like 12 hours of partying. That's a lot.
Good night, Gardo.
Okay, well, it's a lot for me, but I guess maybe not so much for the Irish. Night, guys. All right, so we're out of here, guys. Thanks for joining the stream. Have a great night. Happy Easter to everybody that celebrates that. And I hope you all have a great week. And we'll see you next Sunday.